Yeah, welcome to our lesson on navigating the Windows user interface. So today we'll explore the essential elements of the Windows environment and learn how to efficiently interact with your computer. So today we're in week 2, which talks about Windows operating system essentials. The Windows user interface is what you see and interact with on your screen. It is designed to be intuitive, allow users to perform various tasks without needing to know complex command. So what you see is actually the user interface, and it allows you to actually perform tasks without needing to know complex commands on your Windows. These are the elements. So we're looking at the elements that actually you interact with in Windows. We'll look at the desktop, we'll look at the start menu, we'll look at the taskbar, the file explorer, and settings. So we'll explore each of these in detail throughout our lesson. The Windows desktop. The desktop is like your computer home base. It is where you start most of your activities and can be personalized to fit your working style. So when you turn on your system and after passing through the login screen, which is where you enter your password, you'll be greeted with the Windows desktop, just like your normal office desk space, where you have files, you have pen, you have jotter, you have books, you have different things arranged on your desktop. So that's how the Windows desktop actually looks like. So we have icons, you have shortcuts, you have widgets by the side or by the left or by the right. You can actually customize the desktop according to how you want, which we'll be looking at. So how can you customize your desktop, or what kind of things you can customize on your desktop? So one of the things you will be customizing your changing wallpaper. That's where you can customize, change your wallpaper. You can also arrange your icons in the way you want it to look like. You can actually add or remove widgets on your desktop. Adding widgets like clock, time, temperature, news. So these are actually widgets you can add or remove. Adjusting display settings. How you want your display to be. Is it large font? Is it small font? Is it want it to be big and larger? All these are actually what you can actually work on, customize. So I will do a video or record a video on the customizing your desktop later on today, so as to avoid making this video very long, because if I'm to do all this customization on this video, it's gonna be very long. So I'll actually be doing customization on each of all these um, topics or features we'll be looking at separately. Then you have the start menu. So the start menu is your gateway to everything on your computer. So the start menu is where it has been redesigned in Windows 11 but serve the same core purpose in previous version. So the same way it is in Windows 7 that is outdated, but I know some people are still keeping using it, and Windows 8, some people are still using it, and Windows 10, which is actually still part of it. The start for all those previous versions is still the same with Windows 11, only that it has been redesigned and added the new UI and UX and features to it. So you can actually do these features. You can actually access apps from your start menu. You can actually access files, you can access your settings. You can also pin apps or recommended items. So if there's items that you have worked on, you have opened recently, opened up, they're actually on your start menu. You can actually have some recommendation of items that your system will be recommending to do, and also search functionality. It has the functionality of searching. So if you want to look for files, whether per application, uh, files, music, video, pictures, you can actually use it. You can actually use it to search for apps, and also you also have access to searching online in case you're looking for any other information that is not on your PC. So what are the things when you are navigating the start? What are the things you can do? You can open the start menu by right clicking the Windows key. By clicking on the Windows key on your keyboard, or just clicking on the Windows icon on your system. Then you can search for apps and files, which I've talked about. We'll be doing that on a separate video. We can also pin and unpin items. So if you have an app you are working with frequently, why not? You can pin it on your taskbar, on your start, so that anytime you want access, you just press your Windows key and open the app instead of you going out to go and start looking for all apps and all those other stuff to look for the app. So taskbar. So taskbar is another feature that allows you to, it's your control center for open applications and system functions. So it actually shows you the open and pin application that is on the taskbar. It's actually a system tree with notifications and quick access to. So there are some quick settings that are there, like your network, you have your Bluetooth wireless devices, you have your audio, your video, your project mode. All of these notification and quick settings are actually on the taskbar. Even your notifications too, where you can get notified if there's an email, there's a message. You can actually see all those on the taskbar. And the taskbar can be customized for efficiently. So you can customize your taskbar, especially Windows 11 allows you to do some, is it the center mode you want, which is like actually using the UI interface of Mac OS, or you want it to be at the left side, which is traditional Windows taskbar settings. You can actually choose between that. You can customize the taskbar as you want. You want small icons or that. So what are those things you can customize, like pinning apps? We have talked about that. Our pinning on apps, you are moving your taskbar from the left, like in Windows mostly. That's why I emphasize Windows. You can move it to the left or to the center. Then you have adjusting taskbar settings, like sending font size, making auto hide, where if you want enough room space on your PC, you can actually auto hide your taskbar. And when you hover on the section, it comes up back. So this is actually what you can customize on your taskbar. So File Explorer is a tool we use to manage files and folders on your computer. So you can do quick access to common locations and search functionality. We'll cover the basic layout and functionality. So how do you navigate the File Explorer? Understanding the address bar is very important, because that is where most times you spend time looking at. So address bar is just like the location for whatever file or folder you are. Then you also use the navigation pin. I use that almost a lot. No time you open your File Explorer without you accessing the navigation pin. Also learn how to create and manage folders. You learn how to create and manage folders. Which other we have settings, which is actually where you can customize every aspect of your Windows experience. Is in settings. So that's the central hub of the system configuration, accessible via the start menu, or you can press Windows I, Windows key on your keyboard plus I. Just hold Windows I and it opens the settings. It's organized into categories for easy navigation. And I like the settings section for Windows 11, which is very, very nice. So how do you navigate Windows settings? You can look over here. So we will show you how to access different categories and function on a separate video. We'll look at the overview of the main categories. We'll search for specific settings. We'll also perform quick action in the notification search center. There's a notification center where we can perform some quick action on the notification center. So we have keyboard shortcuts. So it's very important that you actually know some keyboard shortcuts, because it's very effective, speeds your navigation. So it helps you move and speed up your navigation and easy navigation on your Windows operating system. So you can actually have the Windows key, which actually opens and closes the start menu. You have your Windows plus I. Windows plus I allows you to open File Explorer. Sorry, Windows E allows you to open File Explorer. Just tap Windows key plus E, and your File Explorer is open. You have Windows I to open settings. You have alternate tab, which I use almost a lot to switch between an app. I use Windows alternate tab to switch between apps. I'll be showing you guys that in a separate video. And also, just summary to recap all we have looked at. We looked at start, we looked at Windows and taskbar, we looked at the desktop. So all these features is actually very, very important for those that are trying to understand digital experience and your digital literacy, you really need to understand all these features and how to navigate them. Because if you learn it very well, you function and you use your PC more frequently and more organized. So also, it's very important for customizability for productive. So it's very good to customize your Windows experience, because sometimes, like, we have some people have impaired vision that don't like using white light. Me, I like using dark mode. Yeah, I can actually turn on dark mode, but it comes with light mode by default. So these are actually customization you can do. You can do, oh, I don't like little tiny icons, but I like tiny icons. But some people may like, say, I don't like tiny icons. You can make it bold. You can don't like tiny fonts. You can increase it. So these are actually the features that allows your customizability on your Windows settings. Then I also really encourage you guys to practice. I would love to see some of your navigation settings, some of your settings you have done. You can actually you can drop a link to screenshots of your navigations in the classroom platform where our class lesson is holding. I would like to see it in the stream where you are dropping or posting your screenshots of your video or your jobs customizations you have done. I would love to see it in our um, classroom, Google Classroom stream. So if there is question, you can actually drop it in the classroom stream, or you can drop it below this video in the comment section, and we'll respond. I would love to see most of your comment and some other features, some other settings which I didn't mention about, because there are a lot more. There are a lot which I don't want the video to be that long, and so you can actually drop that shortcuts or whichever settings you have or whichever features you have tried in the chat below or in the comment section, or you can go to the classroom stream and drop your reviews there. You and other students will actually communicate. Then by our next class, I also drop a link to you to check out on pcmac.com. Go and check out the tricks on managing Windows Start menu. So you can go and look through that, both for Windows 10 and Windows 11. It's actually there. Then in our next lesson, we'll be looking at customizing desktop settings and personalizing the environment of desktop. So that's what we'll be looking at our next class. So see you in our next lesson. Thank you so much.